Welcome back to Oak Bridge Farm, episode 14. On the previous episode, we went ahead and got this field planted. We're actually going to need some more fertilizer in this cedar, so we should probably... I can't remember if we I think we still have some in our thrower. We'll double check that. We did use the lime up. Can't remember how much fertilizer we had left. Let's sneak a little of that, although we're going to need some for next month when we have to do the second fertilization state on that field. Yeah, so we have... Yeah, there's a little bit in there. We'll pull that out and dump it. And we'll just take what we need. We'll get that other field put off on a worker as well. It's actually raining right now, but I don't think it affects the planting, or seeding I should say in this case. I think we're all right if we do that. We'll put that off on a worker while we continue selling our produce, our processed spinach bags. There's still a few left. We did one load on the previous episode. It paid pretty well, but we got a lot more to do. There's actually a lot more that have to come out yet. It's crazy how much bags of spinach we have, but that's good. We need to make the extra cash here, get out of debt. We got a lot of debt yet to pay off. And once that's done, we'll start to be able to kind of look forward to maybe getting, like I said, one of those bigger fields. But we're going to actually get a regular harvester. I'd like to use this silo. We put it in on the gameplay. We never used it once yet because these crops don't require that. They have to be sold. They can't be in storage, but regardless, we did put up the preserve factory, which you'd want to run it right to the factory right away and get processed. We didn't really need it anyway. Okay, let's switch this to... Nice to do that linseed too. That's a exclusive crop on this map. It'd be nice to try that out. Peas, there we go. You could also start looking at doing some oilseed radish because that would take care of a fertilization state. Although, we do have... set that off on a worker. We do have precision farming that's coming out. It's probably out as soon as this episode's airing, but I'm filming this before it's out, so... But we will, I think, use it a little bit if we can. We should be able to seamlessly transfer it on our save. We'll sprint up and grab a front weight for this tractor because it was a little light in front. We'll run this to the store and grab a somewhat of a decent size. We don't want to overkill it either. But yeah, I think precision farming should work seamlessly. Just add it in on the DLC page and it'll help us with our seed use and our fertilization use, which will be, well, also our lime too. So we're going to be saving a lot of money. A lot of people, when they see precision farming, they think it's a lot more work. I thought that too when 22 came out and I used it and I was like, well, this is actually better because you're using less. And then you'll also be able to have the mini map here in the lower left. You'll be able to see where you fertilize, what the state looks like. So that'll be handy there. I don't know why it's not in the base game where you can see where you're fertilizing. It does look like we have a little bit of hail coming in the forecast too, so that's one thing on a personal playthrough I did plant before. Well, yeah, it was hailing and then I actually lost a little crop, but you can't penny pinch too much. It's just a little nice aesthetic that they added to the game where it takes some crop away. You're probably not really losing that much when you really think about it. Weights, let's see, you want something decent, but not overkill. We're like a 750. You don't want it to be too heavy either. Let's try this. We do a 600. Let's go with 750, I think. We'll leave it stock, I think. 1200? Not bad. I actually don't have the wheel weights on this. I think this could be configured with some wheel weights if we need them, but... Kind of see here. I think we should be fine with that. Definitely didn't want more than that. You can almost feel that it would have been too much, but I think we're going to be alright. We shouldn't have to configure this. We'll head back down to the preserve factory, and we'll get our rest of our pallets picked up. We got the flood signs out down here, but again, no water. That was taken away with the oxygen. David took it out because the sound was still there, even though there was no water when it's not flooded. It's kind of a shame. It was kind of a cool, you know, addition to have that. Livened it up a little bit, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get this hooked up. We should be good on the weights on the front. So I think what we'll do, let's see, we got, let's get in the right spot here. Cut it off. We got a lot of spinach that's going to be popping up. So the cans, I believe the canned peas are all done popping out on us, correct? Yes, so those are all out. So we could probably go ahead and get them loaded up first. We can get that. I don't know how good of a stacking job it's going to be. They're all kind of laid all over here. But we'll get them up, I think, and then those will be going to... Well, let's get them loaded first, and then, because that could always change the time or how long it takes us to get them loaded up here. Okay, last of the pretty peas are loaded. Actually, get this out of the way more, I guess. I suppose we could just back the tractor up too. We don't have to go out on that side. We got the rest will be spinach, so we got to figure out where these are going to be going. And peas will be going to General Store Bay 1. That north? Yes, up north. Excellent. These would be really heavy, if anything, on our tractor. It could be a good test with this weight. Feels really decent. Remember, peas are the moneymaker. We're going to make a lot more than we did on the spinach. Let's check up on our worker before we head down. They have a problem getting started. It seems like they should be farther along than that. I think they're doing... Let's double check here. Oh, they're almost done. I was looking at it wrong. Wow. Well, excellent. We'll take it. Gotta love efficient workers. Should be a big payout. Like I said, the peas are worth a tremendous amount. $120,620. Awesome. Yeah, when this episode is done, let's see, we're gonna go ahead another month, and then we'll have to sell our pigs as well, because those will be at 24 months, so we'll get some more cash there. And we'll plant that upper field because our green beans are going to be ready to plant next month. But we'll see what we have left on our loan, I think. Hopefully we can get close to getting that paid off, but it's going to be quite a bit. We still have a lot more sales to do here, so... You see that? Oh man, that dog was laying in the middle of the road. Alright, excellent. We have arrived. How many more do we have to pop out yet? There's still quite a bit. There's 10,000. That's like 10 more pallets. 1,000 a piece, correct? Yep. And more pallets. So we'll go ahead and try to, well, we'll double stack for sure, but we might want to think about going pretty high. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Looks like it ended up being perfect here. 2x2. Excellent. The hail is coming down. We're getting hammered now. This tractor should be able to handle this easily. Spinach is a little bit lighter too. Comparison to those canned peas. Okay, let's see if we're still going to be going up to the garden center with these. Unless it changed. Nope, still the garden center. Perfect. And I think also we're going to have to... Our chickens are going to need some more food. We'll get that bought at... So I should have took that trailer over when we grabbed the weight, I guess. Kind of slipped my mind. We'll grab that, then we'll get that topped up. And we'll put this tractor back over in position, I guess. The heavy load. The brakes don't work so well. Then you know it's a heavy load. 48,803. Yeah, definitely not as good as our peas were. We can come back home the back way, I suppose. Now that we're all done. We'll get that, I said that pig trailer. We should probably, should we advance 1 month and then pay our loan off all in one chunk? Probably, because we're going to have to, like I said, we got the sales yet of the pigs. Yeah, I think we'll wait and we'll pay it off in one chunk. It's like either way we're going to be getting charged. Well, I guess we can get our loan down, but it's 1 month. So I can't complain too much. Looks like the field, they did a phenomenal job on planting. We'll have to, like I said, fertilize. We might have to grab some more fertilizer too for the second stage. We do have a little bit of slurry. We could use some of that, I suppose. Matter of fact, we should do that first to save money. We'll see what we have left. I think it was filling up pretty good in that big barn. We still want to get our manure area up too, but we'd have to get some straw bales. Like I said, we gotta get out of debt first. Let's see the pigs. Yeah, so we do have a little bit of slurry. We'll use that first. I don't think it'll take us that long to go through it. And then we'll do that next month. Let's go get some chicken feed. We'll get the barley because it's cheaper and it goes longer, it feels like. $4,698. Yeah, if we didn't get these guys topped up, they would definitely be out next month, and we'd lose a little bit of eggs too, I'm pretty sure. We don't want to miss out on more eggs. Alright, top them up, and then they should be good to go. We just leave this tractor here to auto dump. Perfect. Okay, so I believe we can go ahead and advance. And then we will get going on the rest of our agenda. Yeah, so our loan interest was $966. Like I said, I want to pay it off in one big gulp here. Yeah, so our pigs should be at 2,500, so we are good to sell them. And yeah, we got slurry. We'll get our fields fertilized. We have another state on both ends, right? Yep, both of them. Yeah, so I think we're not going to get the mulching bonus on the spinach field because we didn't obviously mulch, but I thought we didn't need to, but I guess it was the other two crops you don't need to. Yeah, you can see the percentage is just a little bit more on the upper field here. We do have to weed too. There's a lot of weeds this time around, so I don't know if they fixed something or both of them are covered in weeds. We should have got the tractor off the field too. See if it runs it down. I thought we still have one more month before something like that happens. This is covered in weeds. Terrible. Oh no, it's running it down. Oh, shoot. Wait, what are those weeds? It's so hard to tell. The weeds are ridiculous. No, I think we're still good. The peas are here. That's crazy how weedy that is. So, we got a lot of work to do. But I think first things first, I do want to take care of the pigs, get them sold. Let's see. The seeder back, and then we'll get this fertilizer all topped back up and out of the way. And we can see what we have left for a loan. Maybe we can get close to paying that off completely. The pigs might just put us over the edge. Yeah, 2,600 left. We'll definitely won't make it through the whole field. But we will have some supplementization with the slurry. Let's just put this off to the side over here, and then we'll grab the animal trailer. The sooner we get rid of those older pigs, the better, because they are using pig feed up for no reason because we're not making us any more money, so it's time to say goodbye. They can get butchered or whatever needs to happen with them. So if this works right, we should have one open spot after we fill this up. Let's see, 24 months. To the trailer. Yep, so there's 12 out of 13. Yep, because we didn't have enough. Our pen was just one smaller. We couldn't reproduce that extra one. But we're at 7 months, so those will be a little bit while, but it looks like kind of weird. We had a... Oh, I suppose I couldn't reproduce the other round because... Yeah, it's just one. That they filled in the extra one, that's what happened. We will have a oddball here or there. That should help our food situation on the pigs to slow down a little bit until start getting older. Excellent. So we'll get these off to the sale point. We'll see what we get for them, and then we'll pay back our loan. Great. 10,000 for 4. 7,500 for 3. And 12,500 for 5. For a total of $30,000. You know, but our pig feed costed how much too, so it's not all profit. That's the other thing. Okay, so let's take a look at the loan. So we're going to be a little short here, unfortunately. 290 still have to pay back, so let's repay what we can. 290 take away 240-ish. And we get our loan interest down, which would be great. And if we need more money to borrow later, so be it, we will. Yeah, so there's 50,000 left yet to pay. Better than what we had. We're gonna need another good year, I think, and we'll be out of debt. It probably would be nice to get some passive income with like a solar panel or something, if we could ever get to that, but I don't know if we will in this series, because we are going to, this is going to be a short series, like I said. I do want to get to a vintage playthrough, which I'm real excited to do. Kind of just waiting on one mod right now where we can change the damage in a dirt level. I can make it look a little cooler when we start. I suppose I could do it in the hotkeys too for the console commands. I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. It's a little extra screwing around. Anyway, so now what we gotta do, we got to, let's see, I gotta trailer for this. We'll get the lower fields, well, these two fields here, I guess. We actually have to, let's get the weeding done. We can actually see where the fertilizer's at when it's darker. It would only make sense. There was a couple times we didn't even have to worry about weeding, so I don't know what the issue was there. But now we do. Both fields are caked in weeds. But we'll get these taken care of, and then we'll like get both fertilized, and then we actually have to run up to the new field we created. We got to get our green beans planted. We don't want to. We want to keep that moving here. Yeah, so it shouldn't be running down the crop. We should be good. Let's see, let's set up some steering assist. Oh, that looks a lot better. I can't believe how many weeds we had. We went from like no weeds. I don't know if it was like a bug or that's something they updated at the new patch. But there's definitely a lot of weeds now. Alright, let's get cracking on this, and then we'll get to the fertilizer as well. I suppose we could do both of those in one time lapse.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and tattoo so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is
Could probably hit this little sliver over here. I was gonna like leave that because I didn't think it was that much, but I guess it kind of is when you look at the map. We'll bring our spread down a little bit so we're not wasting a whole lot. It'd be interesting to see, because our slurry doesn't go that far, if we could get more when we switch to manure. Like I said, that's a few episodes down the road yet. We could, I was thinking, like as I was doing some work, we could do another contract and it would get us right out of debt and we wouldn't have to worry about any more about that loan. Something like decent paying thing, but we'll definitely hold off on probably till the next episode till we get a little bit of a break to do stuff like that. We are going to need this. Well, actually, I think we already had one layer of fertilizer on the upper field, so we shouldn't need this anymore now that I think about it. But when we seed our green beans, that should be pretty much done unless we get some weeds. But you won't get weeds either because we did plow, that's right. But we should be almost on cruise control after we seed the green bean. So then we could do our, like I said, pick up a small contract or a big one, whichever way you look at it, because it'll be worth more if it's big. And then we get out of debt and that would be excellent. Let's see, I think the green beans, we're going to need the planter. That was the one crop we need the planter for. Yep, green beans, and we have fertilizer. We should probably top up on seeds. We still had a partial pallet yet in our shed over here. I don't know how close I'm going to have to get. We might have to bring it out. Those skid steers over at our production right now. It'd be alright if we back up to it. These direct drills are nice on this playthrough, so we don't have to worry too much about, but we just set workers off regardless, I guess. It would still take time to do it. Okay, let's see if we can, that's not close enough. Let's try opening the cover. Oh, that's right, we have to unfold it. That's so weird. Doesn't make any sense why you would do that. Try opening the cover. Yeah, see, there's seed back there. There we go, it was in the back area. Okay, so we are good to go there. Maybe we would have been able to get it then. We don't use the planter a whole lot. We skipped the green beans last year, so forgot how things work. Make it wide this time so we don't get hung up. There we go. Okay, let's head on up to our brand new field. This will help us get the extra income we were looking for. Our working speed is quite slow with this. We'll double check. Let's get our lines set up. Steering assist. So what would work better? More headlands or We do less headlands. I think we should do less. Give it a shot. Moving here. Let's double check on our state. Yep, 100% fertilized, so we don't have to worry about that. Yield bonus is 97. It doesn't say anything about rolling, but maybe we had some mulching, which we didn't because this is a brand new field. And we are running at, yeah, 9 miles an hour. Ain't too bad. Okay, let's get cracking here, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, so what I think we're going to do here, we're going to let this run out. And I think we're going to call it there for today's episode. But this is going to be a perfect experiment, because what we're going to do on the next episode, we are going to be turning on precision farming in the middle of a field. So it'll be interesting to see how it's going to look, because the percentages, because it goes by percentages in precision farming. Well, is this going to be greater, or is it going to be over? Is it going to be under? It's probably going to be over when we turn it on. I've never did it in the middle of a field like that, but we will be doing that because, again, precision farming will be out, and I'll turn it on. And if it doesn't look like it's going to work too good and to our advantage, it should be fine. But if it's not, then we'll just finish this field and then turn it on in the middle of the episode, I guess. But it's going to be awesome to see what the results will be like if we do it in the middle of a field like that. It should save us on, like I said, fertilizer and seeds. So it's definitely worth turning on. So looking forward to that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.